Oh, you find a new place.
Yeah, they moved again. So the last one had it there, so forgot to turn it on. All right, I should make my own checklist for that. Honestly. Okay, run up. Parking brake. Parking brake's on. Flight controls. Being correct. There's good. Mixture full rich. Power 1800. Alright, check the right. Back to both, that's good, about 100. Check left. Back to both. It's good. I always lose my spot on this. And then power, engine gauges check. That's good, engine gauges check. Vacuum emitter is good.
Annunciator light.
Annunciators.
Okay.
Good, yep. And then idle for a few seconds, right?
Yep. Alright, I'm back to 1000. Just 3 seconds is enough, just to make sure that it's still running on idle. Because sometimes they are not.
Okay.
They just shut down on idle.
Okay. Check instruments. That's good. Do anything with this for the?
Yeah, you just the same. By turning the small one, you just sit and you just leave it.
Okay.
It will give us 3 seconds.
Okay.
By itself. And we just set the altitude like higher than we will be flying.
Okay. All right. Instruments all look good. Instruments fine. Doors, windows are locked.
Common enough, so you can switch to tower frequency here.
That's 119.8 is.
119.8. Yeah.
We'll park airport with information kilo. Inbound for landing.
Doors and windows.
Mike Caldwell, teleport midfield, left downwind runway 28.
Oil temperature is
right downwind runway 28. Right downwind runway 28, please.
Okay.
Right turn runway 28, 7 Delta Mike.
Right downwind for runway 28, 7 Delta Mike.
Alright, and we'll taxi closer.
Yeah.
To be first.
That's 7 Delta Mike.
I didn't help you, student, there.
No, it's alright, thanks, sir.
Caldwell Tower, Skyhawk 9038 Sierra Alpha at 28, ready for departure northbound.
System 938 Sierra Alpha, Caldwell Tower, port, clear for takeoff runway 28. Traffic is passing Lincoln Park Airport inbound for the downwind 28.
Clear for takeoff, runway 28 for 9038 Sierra Alpha.
Alright, slides, camera, short.
System 7 Delta Mike, traffic taking runway 28 for departure northbound.
Yes, that's good. The mixture's full.
Yeah, okay.
Looking for traffic, 7 Delta Mike.
Nobody coming.
Alright, so you could see the wind soak and you do, just a little wind correction.
Okay, and then
Yep, just
off
from
the
the roll.
brakes.
Full power. Yeah, just hold it. Just hold it till you speed up.
Okay.
And you start
Speed
speeding
alive.
up. Right rudder.
Rotate.
Yep.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah, it's a strong wind.
Yeah, that was
So
more
it helps
exciting.
you to rotate, but at the same time it's a gusty wind.
Right.
So it could be 18 and then it becomes 10. Alright, pull. So you can very fast
we got
lose.
the upward traffic.
Yeah.
You could lose 6 knots on a speed right away.
Yeah.
Grab the
So you probably want to be like on a 60 at the moment of rotation.
7 Delta Mike, little
Not
runway
55.
Okay, so be a little faster on the... With
Yeah, a
the,
little faster, so make sure that when you, the moment when you will be rotate, if there is a gust will disappear,
Right.
you will not be dropped back. You probably do not drop again with the Cessna, but it's a good thing to do.
For the inbound traffic over the Lincoln Park water tank, no factor.
And the same on the landing, so when we're coming into land in a gusty wind, yeah, you can start turning.
Okay.
When you're coming into land in a gusty wind, it's also the half of the gust component you want to add to your approach speed, to your landing speed. And do you see Morristown on the left of you?
Alright, so as soon as we're past that, we go above 1500?
Yeah, yeah, so we stay below 15 until we pass the final. Oh, wow.
Yeah, this is different than in Thursday.
Yeah, but it's a good thing to feel.
Yeah, definitely.
Just a little more. Yeah, it's hard to keep an altitude in the roof here. So, I don't know, did you read about this? What is, if there is a turbulent air, if there is like the moderate turbulence for our airplane, what do you try to keep?
Just try to keep the level attitude and you don't try to fight it too much,
Yeah, except the airspeed and altitude changes.
Right. That's passed, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Can go higher. It looks so beautiful, right? The clear skies, no clouds. Yeah, but this is one of the side of turbulence. If you could see very good in front, if the visibility is perfect.
Yeah, reading about all of the weather stuff, the inversion layers, you know, it's bad visibility, but it's very smooth air. Going to 2500?
Yep.
Okay.
Until we clear the Bravo, and let me know when we clear the Bravo.
Okay.
System 7 up to Mike, turn left on Bravo, ground for now.
Left on Bravo, weather ground, 7 Delta Mike. Taylor's gone, 35148 is 8 to the north, inbound for landing with Kilo.
35148 Caldwell Tower, traffic is at 172 over Lincoln Park Airport, 2,400 feet northbound off of Caldwell. Report midfield right down 1028.
Looking for traffic in midfield right down 12860 Papa. 35148.
Cessna 80 Alpha traffic, head to your right, 2,200 feet southbound towards Caldwell. Yeah, 172.
I have a traffic in sight for 80 Alpha.
System 148, the outbound traffic has you in sight. 938 Sierra Alpha, frequency change approved.
Frequency change approved, 8 Sierra Alpha, thanks, have a good day.
Yeah, you can meet the volume town. Just do not forget after on the way back, turn it back on. Cause it's happened very often. Even when the instructor is turned off, they coming back, start talking, and
like oh, comm failure.
Nobody's responding.
So the edge of the Bravo is the end of the reservoir here.
Yeah,
so that's past it at least, right?
Yeah, so the edge is a little closer, but so if you see this route, if you just extend it a little more, this is the edge of Bravo. But you want to be definitely clear of it. So yeah, we start climbing when we pass the shore. Yeah, and you can see on the map it's still.
Yeah. Alright, go up to 3500?
Let's go to 45.
45, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see how the clouds look, maybe we'll go higher. Yeah, we can fly through them, between them. Because maybe higher it will be a little more comfortable.
Up in Greenwood Lake right there.
Yep. And just another visual reference. So if you go to the northwest mostly, so you see this big lake. Yeah, just right. It has, when you come closer to it, it looks like the rectangular lake. It had like a straight borders, and there is a hill at the end of the at the north part of the lake, and behind this hill there is a golf course. So when you come in more from the west, it's mostly only one golf course. So this is also the sign. This lake is located like 3-4 miles from the border of Bravo.
Okay.
So when you come into this lake, you want to descend, and usually when you fly somewhere from the northwest, you could see Greenwood Lake or this lake, or if we look a little further, like 9 o'clock. Oh yeah, 9 o'clock right now. You see the couple? It's not a couple lakes. It's one lake.
It looks like 3 in the back.
Yeah. It's a one reservoir. It's a Hopatonk Lake.
Okay.
It's also the big. It looks pretty the same like the Wanakur. It's also the long lake with a lot of turns, a lot of islands in there. So it's also located like 6-7 miles from the Brahma. Okay. So when you come in, this is the 3 biggest lake. Right. The Greenwood with the Wanaku, this long, I don't know this name, but I call it rectangular lake, and the Hopatonk. Right. So when you come in from the northwest, you could definitely see one of these 3.
And back there that's the Boonton Reservoir. Back at like 7 o'clock.
Yeah. The one with a small round island.
Small with the water towers around it. Yeah. Whoops, going a little high.
Yeah, this is the Boonton, but the Boonton is usually the place where you're talking to Caldwell, maybe a little before the Boonton. So this is 3 signs, either signs of coming closer to Bravo airspace. Okay. And from any part where you're going, today it's a perfect day when you can see the Manhattan. So when you come in from any part from the northwest, as soon as you can see the Manhattan, you're going toward the Manhattan. If you come in directly from the west, like if you pass in the Hopatonk Lake, if you will go straight to downtown of Manhattan, you will come direct to Caldwell. Okay. When you're coming from the north, it's a little more tricky. Coming from the north, if you will head it toward Manhattan, it will bring you to Greenwood Lake. Right. But if you continue coming to Manhattan, it will bring you to Teterboro, to Caldwell. So at the Greenwood Lake, from the north, it's the hardest thing to find the way from the north. Right. From the west, it's much easier. You can see the Caldwell a little earlier. From the north, you can just believe to the visual reference and come in by searching one and another at a time. Okay. Yeah, so you can come more like toward these fields. Okay. We'll do emergency over there. Yeah, I don't want to do the slow flight and stall in this wind, because this bumpy air. Doing the steep turns in this wind is also tricky. If you start turning and you change in the direction of wind, you never could keep the same altitude. But it's a very good wind for ground reference maneuver. Perfect. Because if you read about this, you read like you're coming from the downwind. If we're talking about the S-turn, you're coming from the downwind, so the first turn should be steep, because your ground speed is high. But when you're turning into the wind, you have to shallow your turn. When you have no wind, you have no these problems. Yeah, but when you have the strong wind, you start understanding how it works. Right. You're still descending. Alright.
I need more power than I thought.
Yeah, for cruise settings, it's usually 20, on this airplane 22, it gives you 110 knots. If you set it like 2000, your airplane will or fly close to 80, or will start descent. Another thing which you can do, we will not be doing it now because we will do the emergency soon, but as soon as you can climb higher than a 3000, even if you're flying at a 3000 in a hot air, in a warm day, you can lean the mixture a little.
Okay.
We actually could, have you leaned the mixture before?
No, just
Alright.
just for taxi.
Yeah, so while we're flying, we can try it.
Okay.
So the perfect power settings is to set up the mixture to the minimum level of the fuel, which will be enough to keep the engine running.
Okay.
So the first thing you do, you establish your cruise settings, cruise level flight.
Right.
And then you just start counterclockwise turning the mixture.
Okay.
Until you hear that the engine starts roughing. As soon as you hear that the engine starts roughing, you make very fast 3 clockwise turn.
Okay.
And that will be your perfect leaning settings.
3 full clockwise or just 3 sort of just normal?
No, now you're turning counterclockwise until you hear it. At the beginning you can do it more easily. Like when you turn it on the 4500, when you turn it for an inch, you can slow down.
Okay.
Yeah, but as soon as it's roughing, fast 3, opposite direction. No, keep going until it becomes roughing. Yeah, just a little slower.
Right.
Alright, here we go, 3 fast. Yeah.
So
good? When you start, yeah, maybe one more. Yeah.
Okay.
So when you start losing the RPM,
right,
you want to turn it back.
Okay.
And look at the fuel flow. It's like, how much, 6, 7?
Yeah, 7.
Yeah, before it was close to 10. So this is your perfect settings for this altitude, for this power setting. If you will add in power, you probably will need more. If you will descending, again, you probably will need more.
Right.
But if you, after you will be climbing higher, it will be enough for the climb, but as soon as you climb, you want to lean it more.
Right.
All right.
So I see the...
Oh, I think it's
that's
not
working,
yeah, because you look at the oil temperature and oil pressures, they are pretty good. So yeah, the EGT. That's why I never lean in a, like, when you fly in cross country or something, that's why I never lean by the EGT. You can do it on a G1000, because it has a lean assist, but on the steam gauges. Alright, let's make more right towards to these fields.
Okay.
And here, let's think that if I have the engine failure.
Okay.
Right, so power to idle.
Idle. So pitch to 60, 68 first.
Yeah. Just do not stall the airplane slowly.
Okay. We do the flow, it's check the fuel selector on both.
The second thing you're looking for is the field, the best field to land.
Right. Well, we have a lot of options. Any of these over here. So the wind is coming from that way, so it would land on one that's...
So I want to land that way?
Probably they're probably these ones that are right here off of the left wing.
There is a lot of them.
Yeah.
Which color, green or black?
The black one right by the road there.
The road, okay.
The ones that go that way.
Alright. Alright, so now let's head toward this field. So you want to be, the perfect, if you have enough altitude, you want to become on the left downwind of this field.
Right.
So start headed toward this field, and while you're headed toward it, you have time to do your checklist.
Right, got it.
Okay? So let's do the checklist.
Alright, so it's fuel, I should look at it.
Yeah, it's better to memorize.
So what I remember then, it was the fuel selector both, fuel selector on both, fuel cutoff valve all the way in, mixture rich, throttle full.
Yeah, you put throttle, you put a couple times back and forth on the throttle.
Normally, okay. Fine. So you pump the throttle a few times to see if it goes.
Yeah, and it tells.
Check the fuel pump, turn it on.
Yep.
Should I do that or no?
No.
Yeah, that's fine. And then check the magnetos are on both or start.
Yeah. So it's on left, right, start, left, right, both start.
Okay.
The same like with throttle, you want to try it
just try a few things,
yeah.
Okay.
Alright, engine doesn't start.
Okay. Still not trimmed right.
Alright, so is it this black, only one black field around the orange?
So where there's the farmhouses there,
yeah.
The one just next to the farmhouses that goes there.
Look what will be on a final. There is a trees and the house is just on a final to this field. Yeah, in the hill. So what do you think about the next one? The long...
Well, yeah, that's the long black one after the... Or
long black one between the greens.
Between the green? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, let's head toward it.
Sure, okay.
Because you want to find the field. If the trees is at the end of this field, it's fine, but you don't want to...
Right.
This is your field, you don't want to some obstacle in front of it.
Okay.
Because you probably will be low to come in here. And you want to be on the left downwind. So to be on the left downwind, so this is your field, you want to overflight, establish on the left downwind. And on the left downwind you start calculating, do you need to lose any altitude or not?
Right.
So the elevation here is 400 feet approximately.
Okay.
You want to be on the left downwind like 1,000 feet above.
So like 1,400 feet?
Yeah. If you will be at 2,000, but you will be at 2,400 at this moment. But if you will be like 1,000 feet more, you can do a 360.
Right.
Alright, let's go back. If engine doesn't start, what are we doing?
Engine, again, so if the engine start, trying to look at the checklist, I don't remember that.
Yep.
So,
engine falls to start.
So then we're still pitching to 68s, we have to check 121.5, 121.5, or whatever frequency we're on. Contact, say we've declared Mayday, engine out, say where we're at. Transponder 7700.
Alright, yeah, we're just over the field so we can start the left turn.
Okay.
To establish on a downwind of this field. So now we need to lose like 1,400 feet.
Right. Alright, where?
Yeah, start turning, because it's behind us.
Okay. Alright, I see it.
Yeah, we're just over the field which you choose first. But
right.
Yeah, there is a trees.
Well, I was thinking the one that was
right
there further back. I see the houses with the trees there.
Yeah, but if you do not see it on the right, but there is a hill which going down slope.
Yeah.
Alright, so our field is just in front of us.
Right.
So now you establish on a final. First, if there is a wind like today, you want to see how the airplane will be going with this wind.
Right.
Like now if you're a little higher, you can put 10 degrees of flaps.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we're a little higher. You can put 10 degrees of flaps and wait a little bit.
Okay.
The thing is, you don't want to speed up an airplane. You don't want to be like an 80.
Right.
Even if you need to lose a lot of altitude, it's
Right.
better when you come closer to the field. You definitely know that you can land on it.
Right, and then
you just
add
put the
flaps.
full flaps.
Right.
It will slow down you very good. But if you're still a little high,
I feel
you
like
can
we're high,
put,
right?
yeah, so put flaps. Just put 20, do not put the
Right.
full. And on a 20 flaps, if you're still high, on a 20 flaps, you still could do the sleep forward.
Right.
So put aileron into the wind,
Rudder.
and opposite rudder,
Right.
left rudder, and right aileron. More
Right.
aileron, because
Yeah.
we want to be here,
Right.
and the left rudder.
Okay.
Then you come in closer to the field.
Right.
Then you put the full flaps,
Okay.
but let's go around.
Okay. So full throttle.
Yep. Will not be scare the farmers. I mean, we already did, but... Alright, watch your speed, watch your
Yeah.
speed, watch your speed.
Yep.
Because remember, you
Pitch.
trim an airplane.
Yep. Trim and then change it with the pitch.
Yeah, so when you at the full throttle, you probably
Yeah.
don't need to
Push.
pull. It's windy and it's not looks like the wind is coming from 340. Alright,
Yeah.
let's raise up the flaps.
Yeah.
And let's stay on a 1500, okay?
1500.
Yep.
Okay.
And make a left turn back to the field. If there is no wind, if there is no wind, so you could probably put the flaps a little earlier, because
Right.
you know that your ground speed will be the same like your
Right.
indicated speed. But if there is a strong headwind, sometimes you start turning toward the wind, toward to your final, and think, oh, I'm too high. Put the full flaps,
Okay.
start gliding, but then the wind is slowing you down, and you cannot come to
Right.
land. Yeah, we will practice. So today the wind, we will practice the checklist. Yeah, keep turning left. I won't mind it.
Okay. Oh, there it is. Thank you.
And 1500 level off. Alright, so you see this perfect line of trees with
Yes.
the river? I think we practiced the last time over it. Alright,
Okay.
let's turn left and we'll enter from the downwind over them
Okay.
at 1400, okay?
1400. Okay.
We'll do these turns.
Oops.
Yep.
Wait.
And sometimes on the emergency, try to look below you.
Right.
Maybe the perfect field is right below you, right
Below
under.
or even behind. Right.
Yeah. So if it's just under you, you can just start circling around.
Right.
Yeah, keep turning
Okay.
to turn downwind. Yeah, 1300, it's also fine. Just try to keep the choosing altitude.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, so we're going perpendicular to it. We try to keep 1300.
Yeah.
And the first turn will do to the left.
Alright, so...
Right, left. So now your ground speed is the greatest, right? So you want to make it start steep.
Steeper bank, right.
But as soon as it's come to the headwind, you start shallowing it.
Right, so around now, right?
Yeah, so you start shallow it. Shallow, 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 or you will be leveling off too early. Yeah, you can fly like this.
Yeah.
You don't need, you want to be wings level only over the fields.
Right.
So shallow it more, like keep to 10 degrees.
Okay. It is much,
so you see
very,
it's a
very,
little
very shallow,
taller.
yeah. Over the river and we turn.
Alright, and now we start shallow.
Very,
So
very
start
shallow,
with
the same
10
as
degrees,
before,
because
right?
your speed is so slow, you want to
Right.
fly a little more further. Yeah, just keep it, keep it, keep it. Maybe now we can increase a little to 15, but not more.
Right.
Alright, and now we come into the moment when we're just pushing us toward it, so we start increasing the bank. Increase, 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 increase to steep.
Alright, I was watching the altitude, so I'm like creeping up. Yeah.
Yeah, just keep 30. 30 should be fine.
Yeah.
Should bring you exactly to it. Keep. And max level. Alright, let's keep
Go
going.
again.
Yep.
Okay.
So we start with steep, 30 degrees. And now we start shallow it. Yeah, it's hard to see the river, but it's behind the first line of trees.
Yep.
You keep shallow. You keep 10 degrees. Just keep 10 degrees.
Yep.
Yeah, and you see you're going in an upwind.
Yep.
Airplane is going up. Alright, slowly keep turning. Alright, and we will keep doing the left turn.
Keep left, okay.
Yep. Alright, and we start with shallow, so start with 10 degrees. Yeah, you want to fly from the field a little longer, but do not in straight and level.
Right.
You still want to turn a little bit. Alright, and now we slowly start increasing the bank. Yeah, you keep increasing it.
Moving more.
Okay, now you can establish it 30. So just make it 30. And just hold it. A little more, a little more. Okay. Yep, almost perfect. Alright, right.
Steep.
Yep. Oh. And now we start. Now keep turning, but not so much. So you go to 30 on a straight downwind.
Yeah.
When you go to the middle part, you go like 15.
15.
And then when you head it toward the trees, you shallow it to 10.
Right.
And you just hold it 10. So for now, you need to hold it 10, not more than 10. But at the same time, do not put it to straight and level.
Right.
Because the wind, you see, the wind is really strong, so you do steep.
Right.
But you still fly too far away. And now keep 10. And so when you're coming closer, now you can watch your altitude. Yeah, now you can adjust it, like to make it a little more or a little less.
Right.
Wings level and left turn. Keep turning, keep turning.
Sorry.
10 degrees, but turning. No, less.
I was distracted with the altitude.
Alright, and now we're increasing like to 15 or 20. And now we're increasing it more and more and more and more. Alright, let's go up. Yeah, the altitude control.
Yeah, that was bad on the last set.
And again, when there is no wind, it's pretty easy.
Yeah.
You just set it up and you just hold it. When there is a wind, it becomes a little harder. On the upwind it starts climbing, on the downwind it starts descending.
Right.
So on the maneuvers, try to spend, you spend sometimes too much time outside. Try to come, I mean not, maybe by the percentage it's fine, but you like for a whole minute looking outside.
Right, and lose track of the altitude.
Yeah, you have to like 10 seconds outside, for a second or two back to instruments and then again outside.
Right. Okay.
You still want to just keep an eye on it, just drop an eye on it and come back. Alright, let's make a left.
Okay. East or just keep left?
Yeah, keep left a little. Alright, and let's establish, let's go up to 3000. I want you to establish current level of here. The VY speed climb.
Okay.
Alright, so just full power. Yeah, you're already on a full. Yeah,
right.
just establish current. So I just want you to keep like 79. Yeah, this is your VY. Alright, and do not turn, just straight forward.
Okay.
Going up to 3000 like this. Alright, and if you have an engine failure here.
Happening a lot lately. Go to 68. Look for fields. There's some very nice ones right down there.
Okay.
Probably the one that starts black and then goes with the half black brown down there.
So you headed toward it, right? Toward
3000 is down to 1400.
Yeah, and you can do bank up to 30 degrees, the same. It's
right.
not, you do not want to do maybe the 45 on a slow speed, but
right.
Up to 30, it's fine. All right, headed toward the field.
Toward it, so now we check the start the engine checklist. It's
we're falling down.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so scary. Do something.
Passenger working on this. It's all very good. No problems. Check the fuel.
Shut-off valve.
Yes, fuel shut-off valve.
All right.
Keep losing my. Right. Yes, I see. Shut-off valve. We check the mixture and we try pumping the throttle.
All right.
Check the magnetos as well. And if that doesn't work.
All right. Yeah, it doesn't work.
Doesn't work, then we're gonna keep going. We'll be all safe. I might ask you to open the doors in a few minutes before we land. That's okay with you.
Okay.
We're gonna circle down and land right there.
Alright, so plan.
Is it
2,000 feet now, or 100 feet elevation.
So I need to get down. flaps. It's coming in. And this approach is not working very well.
Alright, so where is our field?
It's right there. I didn't get on the downwind very well, so...
Yeah. Do you see the power lines just?
Yes, so I have to come in past it.
Yep.
Come in long.
Yeah, so you want to make sure that you pass it. Yeah, and it looks like we are high. Alright, so let's put the full flaps. Let's see how an airplane descends with full flaps.
Coming down.
Yeah, if you will do the sleep a little, yeah, you probably could land here.
Yep.
Maybe. But again, alright,
Yeah.
let's go around.
Okay, going
Yeah,
around.
but you could land like on a last.
Yeah.
Alright, full power, 20 flaps. Yeah, so the problem is you need to clear the power lines.
Yeah.
So you need to stay a little higher. Keep going up, keep going up.
Positive rate. Okay.
The plan of approach is pretty good. The thing is, the power lines on the border of the field.
Yeah.
You want to come not too high.
Right.
And you never know, maybe there will be a more stronger wind, so it will be pushing you closer to the ground, and you cannot clear this. Or if, like now, we clear this, but we're probably could land maybe on the last third of the field. You could choose not so perfect, long and nice field, but with no power lines, with no trees, with nothing in front.
Right.
Yeah, alright, let's head it towards, I think we can head it towards home, yeah.
Head it home?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, you sometimes could see like two fields, one of them will look perfect, it's long, it's nice, it's well manicured, it's everything, but there is a trees or power line in the place where you want to land. And next to it could be the little shorter field, but still will be better to choose the shorter one when there is nothing on your final approach part. Because yeah, and I know this is a problem, but there is a lot of fields. And you have so many choices, but you need to choose something.
actually choose one and go, right? Yeah. Alright,
Alright, bring me home.
Sure.
I went home. I'm so scared and emergency. You know, actually, on my private pilot check ride, it was like, I don't know, 3 years ago, the examiner started doing this. He called my power to idle and say, "You're right, you have engine failure." And I started doing the procedure, and he just started screaming. He's like sitting and screaming, like, "Ah, what are we going to do? Are we going to die? Ah!" I'm like, "Are you serious? What?" Like,
where's the isolation button somewhere, right?
Yeah, and it's so destructive.
Yeah.
Like, you cannot do anything because you hear how he's screaming. Then he said, yeah, your passengers will definitely do this while you have an engine failure.
No, that makes sense. I need to work on memorizing the steps better.
Yeah, and you can also try it on a sim, just not to land exactly on a sim, But to go through the procedures, it's very helpful when you can. So if you will spend like 20 seconds on trying to restart your engine and then put all your frequency transport or transmit the your emergency situation to ATC and then proceed an emergency briefing to a passenger and all of this in a minute or in a 30 seconds, it will be perfect. You have plenty of time to plan how you can approach and land. And if you remember, so when you don't need to think what to say, when you just go and memorizing phrases, it works very good.
Level off 3,500.
Right, yeah, and let's try to keep this altitude, alright? So let's all try to be precise on altitude.
Straight level, try to...
Yeah, but look at your power settings.
Yeah,
on a 2400 you could be straight on level. Set to 22. Set to 22, correct an altitude right now.
Okay.
So correct an altitude first. Alright, yeah, start leveling off, because it has a little lag. And now just look forward to maintain straight and level flight. Do not try to maintain it. Instruments are just to reference that you're still going straight and level, then you come back to your outside.
Okay.
Maybe if... Oh no, you're pretty good on the power.
Alright, we should check the compass, which is off by 10 degrees or so.
Okay, yeah,
that's about right.
Close.
Not bad. Now we're looking for Greenwood, which is right here.
Yeah, but at the same time, do not put your nose down.
Yeah.
Alright, I found the Greenwood Lake.
Greenwood Lake and the airport, so then we just keep heading south from there.
You could probably see an airport from here.
There's the one right here, but...
This is the Greenwood Lake.
Right.
So next we're looking for is Wanako Reservoir.
Okay.
Right, which is started from the Greenwood Lake.
Goes around.
Goes around and appears.
Okay.
Now, keep looking at the right part of it. There is a road, which appears like two parts of the road, and at the end, the white part.
Yes.
Just in front of the hill of the city, the hill, and the... This is the Willowbrook Mall.
Okay, I see. And then just
start looking right of it, the first buildings which you see, on the same distance, this is an airport.
Okay, and that's... Is that ours, or that's Morristown?
Our. Morristown is more to the right.
Okay,
Morristown in the field is
the field's easier to see, right.
Yeah.
Got it.
In our airport you can see only the buildings.
Okay.
Alright, and when we pass the Greenwood Lake, the two things which we start doing.
Listen for weather and descending to 2500.
Yep, go ahead.
Well, we're already descending because I can't hold my altitude, so...
Yeah, because you start looking forward.
Yeah, I was holding back pressure, I didn't realize, and that was... I let go when I leaned forward. Alright, so, this is on...
Advise on mission contact, you have information Lima. Well tower is formation Lima, 2053 Zulu, wind 320 at 11, gust 19er, visibility 10, sky clear below 12000, temperature 24, 2.3, altimeter 29er, 905. Visual approaching use, landing runway 28,
okay.
right traffic, departing runway 4 and 28. Those airmen power lines, 1 nautical south-southwest, 2 nautical miles east, 653 feet MSL, 155 feet AGO. Low-level wind shear advisories are in effect. Hazardous weather information for this area available on high-loss flight service frequencies. Advise on mission contact, you have information Lima. Well, tower information Lima 2053 Zulu.
Lima, I can turn that off. Alright, Lima, and the altimeter did not change.
Okay.
I need to descend faster.
Yeah, so you want to, at the moment when you start talking with an ATC, to be an established straight and level flight. So it helps a little. Yeah, just set it 22.
Yeah.
And keep your nose on the horizon. Not on the horizon, like reference horizon.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, we're coming back much faster than we're coming there.
Definitely true.
Yeah, just do not drop the nose.
I keep not realizing I'm holding pressure. Go.
Yeah, sometimes in a straight and level, try to control your two fingers.
Yeah.
So that will help you not to hold it in one or another position.
Yeah.
And it told you just to push or pull a little to hold an exact altitude.
Right.
Oh, it's too much.
Well, I was trying to get up to 2500 again,
okay.
but... too slowly.
Yeah, look at the RPM. And you can contact tower.
Alright. So we're 10 miles north here?
Yeah, 9 already, I think.
Okay. It's 118.
Yep, yeah,
That's
yeah.
right, okay. Caldwell Tower, Skyhawk 938 Sierra, 9 miles north of the field, inbound, full stop with information, Lima.
68 Sierra Alpha Tower Port, midfield right down, runway 28.
That us?
Midfield right.
Midfield right downwind on runway 28 for Skyhawk 938 Sierra Alpha.
Yeah, you can ask them the same. You can ask them to say again.
I didn't hear the beginning. I didn't know if you said it for us though, but yeah.
Yeah, so now you can definitely see the red roofs of these hangars.
Oh yeah, okay.
So yeah, the Willowbrook Mall, which goes at the end of the road, and on the right side, the red roofs.
Right.
That's at an airport. Yeah, in a day, like in a good visibility, you can find it very easy. Alright, now how we will be entering the right downwind to 8.
So the right down, you normally come in at 45? At the, so we need to go this way and then turn left towards it?
Yeah, so you see the water tank?
Yes.
Yeah, so headed toward the water tank.
Okay.
So, and from the water tank, you start going just directly toward the field. It will be maybe a little right of the water tank.
Okay.
So to pass water tank on the right and then headed toward the field, it will be almost perfect enter to downwind to 8.
Okay. Start descending here usually?
Let's pass the Lincoln Park first.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so
that's right. Make sure we pass that so we're not
yeah,
in there.
pass it, and then you can pull power just almost to idle to make a fast descent. So at the moment of the water tank, when you're crossing the water tank, you want to be already at 1200.
Okay.
It's so nice. You can see all Manhattan.
Yeah.
And Staten Island. And the Queens. And everything. Wow. Yeah, so when you pass the link up, so when you make sure that nobody is flying around here, yeah,
looks
you can
clear.
start descent.
Okay.
Because at the moment when you pass the water tank on the right,
Need to be down 1,000 feet.
yeah, you want to be at 1200.
Okay.
And yeah, from here you can see almost the runway, the airport.
Right.
And the Morristown, look how the Morristown is visible.
Right,
We're
because
now
of the
like
field,
at
so we have
12 miles
Yeah.
from the Morristown, and you could see it.
.28 has the displaced threshold, right?
Yeah, yeah. Because there is trees, the hills, you're passing over the hill.
Corvo Tower, 9811 Juliet Delta is 10 miles west of the field, inbound with Lima.
System 1 Juliet Delta, Corvo Tower, Port midfield, right down runway 28.
Report midfield, right downwind 2811 Juliet Delta.
Yeah, and you just turn towards an airport.
Okay. Is this the Lincoln Park water tower?
Yep.
Okay.
Alright, 1200
Yeah.
level off. And you slow down to 90.
Right.
Alright, so from this we're coming 90.
90, okay.
Yeah, it's not the perfect 45, but it's like a good visual thing. So right, let's
Okay.
enter the downwind.
Okay.
And like, you said the runway, yeah.
Yeah.
So you want to be. And you can declare midfield right down into 8.
Corvo Tower, Skyhawk 938 Sierra Alpha, midfield 28.
68 Sierra Alpha, runway 28, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 28 for 9 Sierra Alpha.
Alright, then let's start descent now. So keep an altitude, keep 1,000.
Okay.
You want to keep 1,000 for a long time, alright? You want to pass the hills at least on between 600 and 700, not less than 600.
Okay.
Because there is a trees. And you see these nice houses on a hill? So perfect bases toward these houses.
Okay, so when they're...
Yep, you can start touring toward the base.
Still at 1,000 or...
Yeah, still 1,000,
Okay.
still 1,000. Because at the moment on the final, you want to keep 700, and you will see why.
Right. Wow, they got bouncy.
Yeah, so when you headed toward the houses,
Yep.
it gives you the perfect distance to the field
Okay.
to have time to like level off. Alright, 10 degrees of flaps. And you can put 20.
Okay.
Alright, and start slowly turning toward the final. And now you can start slowly, but very slowly descend, because you still want to clear all these trees.
Right.
Watch your speed.
Coming from the right.
Yep, you can put decrease the power because we're a little high. But I never put the power here to idle, even if you're too high.
Right.
Just put the full flaps.
Okay.
Alright, yeah, here you can put power to idle. There is usually, if you're going like on a 600 feet at this moment, there is a very strong downdraft as soon as you pass the hill.
Okay.
Yeah, but we're extremely high. Where the wind is coming from? No, just keep 60.
Okay.
Just don't speed up. Yeah, you have anyway, you have an exit, you have a go around option.
Right.
nose down, what's your speed?
Nose down, okay.
Yep, and now leveling off.
Well, alright.
Power idle.
Power's idle.
Alright. Slowly. Hold, don't.
Hold. Okay.
Yeah. Alright.
680 Alpha, turn left next taxi, ground point 9.
Left at Bravo, ground point 980 Alpha. Alright. And you can contact ground. With Bravo.
Colo ground, Skyhawk 9380 Alpha is off of 28 at Bravo, taxiing to Airfleet.
9380 Alpha, Colo ground, Airfleet, taxi via November, Alpha, hold short, runway 4.
November Alpha, hold short, runway 4 for 9380 Alpha.
Alright, yeah, we start taxiing and do after landing checklist, the four things.
Right. Alright, runway, this flaps, transponder, clearance. Make sure, alright.
Oh, we're raising up the flaps. So we're going from the, usually the four things, you just go from the right to left.
Right.
You put the transponder to standby, which is not operator.
Right.
Flaps up, mixture lean for taxi.
About an inch, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And landing lights off.
Okay.
So just memorize these four things.
Right.
And it's really, you just go, just flow from, and in Cessna, everything is going like a straight flow from right to left.
Right.
When you have an engine failure, you go from below, from right to left to check everything. On your pre-departure checklist, also from the right to left.
Okay.
Pre-landing checklist, you also verify that everything is set from right to left. And you clear after you clear the runway. Alright, hold it short.
Yep.
You're also going from right.
Cessna East Alpha, cross runway 4 at November.
Cross forward Bravo November for 90 Alpha.
Negative, just cross runway 4 at November.
Yeah. Cross forward November.
Yeah, you don't, if they give you clearance, you can just keep going, yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, so and on the landings, it was pretty good for this wind.
Yeah.
You want to keep, when you put the power to idle, you cannot even more hold this position of the nose, because you will losing the speed very fast. You want to put the nose down.
Down, okay.
Put the nose down and on an idle maintain 60, in this wind maybe 65.
Okay.
And when you start leveling off, so I usually tell my students that when you put the nose down, when you become scared, you start pulling it up. But
okay. We're in this road? Right. Okay.
Yeah, but the problem is because everybody become scared at the different moments. Somebody is still not scared at all and just going all the way forward till the end.
The nose gear will do it. It's
yeah, and the thing when you start flaring, you're just leveling off.
Right. It's not really
yeah, you don't want to pull your nose up immediately.
Right.
You want to just level off, start losing the speed, and when the airplane starts dropping down, yeah, just a little
left. This one?
Yep. Just watch your wing to be clear of this wing. Alright, right brake and right rudder. And at power. You can line up with this Cessna. And just leave it on 1500. Leave the throttle on 15.
Make sure I have my feet on the brakes.
Yep.
100. Alright. Avionics off.
Okay.
land, you can turn the lights.
Taxi.
Yeah, just leave the beacon on.
Right.
Yeah, and at the moment, so when you level off, the thing is you're coming at 65 in this wind, so you want to let an airplane lose the speed there. If you will touch down at 65, the airplane will bounce up. It doesn't matter
Right.
how smooth you will touch down on 65, the airplane will bounce up.
Right.
So you want to start losing the speed in this position. Keep losing. When the airplane loses enough
Right.
speed, it
And
will
then
stop
just
dropping
settle
down.
Right.
Then you just pull and hold. You don't want to pull continuously
you
or
just-
going up and down. I see sometimes of people doing this.
Right, you just keep it
Oh,
and
that's
it'll
it.
just...
You just, yeah, so you start leveling off and then you just pull it just a little more to right up the nose and touch down.
Okay.
Alright. The thing is just do not move up and down and no very abrupt action.
Right.
You want to come in, you want to level off by smooth action and hold it in the moment of don't make a level off and then let it go.
Right. Always
Pull it,
and
hold it, yeah, just, and the same, correction by the directional
Right, with the
maintain
rudders.
directional with the rudders.
Yeah.
Yeah, not this.
Right.
It's too late for the ailerons.
Right.
And at the moment when it starts dropping down, just a little more up,
Okay.
and the airplane will land.
Okay.
Alright, we'll
Alright.
practice it.
We'll do more, I'm sure.
Yeah, we'll practice it, maybe next flight we'll go to Morristown, we'll do just landings.
Okay.
Because all maneuver, we went through all maneuvers are pretty good, so we need to start practice landings.
Okay.
When the landings will be fine, we will start mix it up.
Okay.
And do maneuvers, come in here, 1-2 landings, maneuvers, 1-2 landings.
Okay.
The thing is, maneuvers are good, emergency planning are good, altitude control.
Right.
Altitude
it was
control,
it was
yeah.
better the other
That's
day,
what-
and today it was up and
That's
down
what
again.
that's what you need to work on, because so far it looks like only one problem. All another are there is no another problem.
Okay. All right, well, that's good. I'll work on that.
Because yeah, the communication are pretty good
Yeah.
for the fifth flight.
Yeah.
I mean, I do not know the person who speak on a fifth flight completely by himself.
Right.
Yeah, the maneuvers are fine. The area familiarization are also pretty good. So we just need to practice landings and then start
landings
polishing
and
everything.
then okay. Sounds good. Calm down a little.